Hello and welcome. For those new to my channel, I'm Violet. And in this episode, we are actually going to be continuing the 5 Companions series, and this episode is called Tharn Speaks. So, I hope you enjoy it.
You! Tharn wants to speak to you! Go to the Daggerfall Mages Guild! Quick! Quick!
Quickly now, go to the Mages Guild. Alright, so, oops, I can't get on my horse here for some reason. There we go. And as you can see, my girl, I went back to my lowest level character. I didn't like how the other character was playing, so I went back to this one. And, I'll probably switch in the next episode to another character, but we'll see. Anyway, the Mages Guild is right up here.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
And you can see she got a new ride. Look at that ride. Isn't that cool? And she got a bit of a makeover. Actually, I just colored her outfit. Alright, so the Mages Guild is in here.
But
Over here!
the lattice
We have much to
clockwise.
discuss.
Where is
No, that would cause an
Mr.
enormous explosion.
Where is he? I'm in the Mages Guild. Should I get her Mages? Yeah, nah. Where is he? No? Ah, there he is, hiding.
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Psst, Abnur, I'm here.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while.
Why are you dressed like that?
I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information.
And what are you talking about?
By now, it should be clear your prophet Emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault.
Manimarco deceived him. It wasn't his fault.
Granted, Manimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings.
Then why do you blame Varen?
You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the Soul Burst. He manipulated you from the very start. Perhaps the better question is, why don't you blame Varen?
Okay, you know what? We'll just have to agree to disagree. Just tell me why you called me here.
Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original 5. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan.
Why is Sai Sahan so important?
In the chaos following the Soul Burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location.
So, where is Sai Sahan now?
He was captured by Manimarco's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held.
And what do you need me to do?
Manimarco keeps his most secret documents at Norvalk, a hidden lair of Daedric cultists in the Stormhaven countryside. We must travel there and search for clues.
Okay, I'll set out at once and meet you there.
Travel to Stormhaven's eastern reaches and look for the Norvalk ruins. I will be waiting for you inside.
Before I go, I do have some questions.
If I can endure Titanborn's inane prattle, I can survive your assuredly erudite elucidations. Proceed.
Why are you such a pompous ass, number 1? Tell me more about yourself.
Well, if you must pry, I am Chancellor to the Elder Council and Overlord of Nibene. But of all my titles, the greatest is my family name, Tharn. We are the greatest of the noble houses, with seats at the imperial court for countless centuries.
A family of politicians?
Politicians? A grossly inadequate word to describe our duties and our legacy. The Tharns have a storied history of advising kings and emperors that can be traced back to the First Era. We understand the ebb and flow of power.
What will happen to you now?
Ah, there's the rub. With my untimely defection, my family will likely be divested of its holdings. The name Tharn is probably being stricken from every document in the Imperial Archives as we speak. I detest being on the wrong side of history.
Have you really lost everything?
Don't sound so smug about it. This is a setback, nothing more. By allying with you, I will liberate the Empire from Manimarco's grip. The Empire is all that matters to me. I will do what I must to ensure its survival.
Isn't your daughter the Empress Regent?
Clivia. She is comfortably lodged in Manimarco's pocket, along with my nephew, Jabard. I doubt they've given my disappearance a second thought. Ah, fair Clivia. My charming girl grew to be a ruthlessly ambitious woman. I taught her well.
The storm is coming. The scent of war swirls in the air. As the Imperial throne lies empty, the fate of all Tamriel rests on the strength of a common prisoner's soul. Evil awakens. A long-banished foe stirs. Those who would destroy Tamriel seek out dangers to their dark plot. And so death's long arm reaches out. It is the 582nd year of the Second Era. The drums of war are sounding. This is where our journey begins.
Okay, so we have to go all the way to Stormhaven, and I don't have a way shrine there, so I'm gonna have to go the long way. So what I will do is I will meet you in Stormhaven because it's going to be a long and boring ride. So I will see you when I get there. Okay, so we are almost at Norvuk Ruins, and as you can see I gained a level because I traveled so far, and as you travel you also level up a little bit here and there. So here's Norvuk Ruins. And just to give you an idea, let me get my map open. So we started down here, okay? And I had to travel all the way up here. And then go from here all the way to where I am. So yeah, it was a long travel. Anyway.
This place smells worse than the harbor.
As you can see, Norvik Ruins is a delve. So, we may or may not complete it. I don't know. I believe it's down here. Yeah, there it is. Hopefully. Oops. Speaking stone.
You will not break me, King of Worms.
I can and I shall. Where is the Amulet of Kings?
You cannot break the will of a son of Yakuda. I spit on you.
So, Sai-Sahan is alive and he has not been broken. An important piece of the puzzle to be sure, but where is he being kept?
The Unbreakable Redguard. For all of his self-doubt, Sai-Sahan has proven monstrously difficult to break. Perhaps the years of physical training he endured to condition his body make tortures of the flesh pale in comparison. Likewise, threats of bodily harm to friends and acquaintances have no effect. He merely closes his eyes and promises to avenge them. So deftly he pulled the Amulet of Kings from the fingers of Varen's withering husk amidst the chaos of the soul burst, and then he was gone, a fleeting shadow in the night. I must have it back if I am to enact the final stage of my plan. Since that day, I have played a waiting game as Molag Bal's plane meld continues unabated. For the time being, this works to my advantage, but I must find the amulet before the plane meld concludes or my plan is doomed to failure. I would tear this continent apart stone by stone if I had to, but for now I shall be patient. Sai-Sahan cannot endure these tortures forever. He will break, and the Amulet of Kings will be mine once again. Interesting. Alright. Oop, hello. Ooh, I'm stuck. Jesus, I almost died. Ooh. Okay. Believe the next one. Oh. There's a sky shard. Let's grab that. Ow!
Charge!
Whew, okay. That was a heavy-duty battle. Yay, and I gained a skill point. We'll go this way. I don't think there's anything here. Nope. It's up here. We'll get these. Alright. The Speaking Stone.
Chim El Adabal, the amulet of the Kings of Glory, an artifact of the Divines, a badge of office for the ruling emperors of Cyrodiil, and the key to my ascendancy. Yet it eludes me. Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age was intoxicating. It made me aware of the limitless possibilities available to one strong enough and fearless enough to use it to achieve his own ends. The amulet has the power to create or destroy, but it also has the power to undo the damage caused by the soul burst, to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and Oblivion. I must recover it before some fool fixes that which must remain broken.
He knows of our plan to use the amulet to set things right. We must rescue Sai Sahan before he can be broken.
Chim El Adabal. The Amulet of Kings of Glory, pendant of the red diamond Chim El Adabal, Ayleid relic of divine investiture. Whatever myths exist concerning its creation, this much is fact. As a vessel of Akatosh's will, it is tied to him in a very real way. The corruption of the Dragonfire ritual was a taxing endeavor. I spent weeks inscribing the glyphs and preparing the incantations that Acolarios foolishly believed would change his ancestry and birthright. Trusting simpleton, Nim now lies adrift in the Mundus, vulnerable to the parasitic daedra that feast upon the souls of its people. Tharn once asked me outright if the amulet could be used to repair the damage wrought by the soul burst. Subtlety was never part of Abnur's repertoire. God, my reading. I could see the scheming machinations behind his eyes even as he pledged his loyalty to me. I think he knew, even then, that he was disposable. Who needs a scheming politician when one aspires to be a god? The answer to his question is, of course, yes. This is why I must seize the amulet and protect it. It is the vessel through which I will supplant my would-be master and assume domination over 2 worlds. Why would a god settle for just one? Okay. Alright, and I think we have one more to get. Alright. Normally I would read these books, but I didn't get the skill line for the Mages Guild yet. That's how you level up your Mages Guild skill line, is reading books. Sheesh. That was work in itself. Alright, the boss of the delve is over here, behind that wall. There's the boss, right there. So we might as well go get him, we're here. Oop, face him. That's how you get him, is you face him. Got it. Alright. The other book is over there, straight behind. Or speaking stone. Oh, or maybe not. Where is it? Oh, there it. Wait a minute. Where is it? Okay, the speaking stone.
The Red Guard's iron will cannot be overcome with standard interrogation techniques. Physical tortures appear to be useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai Sahan into the Halls of Torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him. I have come too far to allow this upstart sword master to thwart my plans. I will find the amulet, one way or another.
This is the information we've been looking for.
The Duchess of Anguish. It became necessary to relocate Sai Sahan when it became clear that standard interrogation techniques would not work. His will is very strong, no doubt forged during the years he spent training in solitude, attempting to restore the ancient Yakutan art of sword singing. Despite his utter failure to manifest the spirit swords, a task that came as naturally as breathing to the ancient masters, Sai Sahan maintains an unusually strong sense of self. When it was determined that he could resist or outright ignore physical pain, I had him relocated from the dungeons beneath the Imperial City to a location that might be better suited to break his will and extract the information I seek. My contacts amongst Molag Bal's Daedric servants were receptive to the suggestion. After all, it had been years since any of them had the challenge of breaking a subject with such a strong will. The lovely Duchess of Anguish has a touch that is like razors against the flesh. Her voice sears the mind and soul. Her lips are coated in venom, and her intellect is as sharp as her tongue. She has practiced her art for uncounted centuries, and I am confident she will extract the information from the Red Guard without killing him. I suppose the Red Guard will need to be disposed of when this is over. Once the information is mine, perhaps I will give him to the Duchess as a gift. She will almost certainly kill him, I think, but first she will enjoy him as a plaything for many long years.
At last, Sai Sahan has been taken to the Halls of Torment.
Do you know where that is?
Oh yes, it's Cold Harbor's most nefarious prison. The Daedra in the Halls of Torment reach deep into the dark places of a prisoner's mind and torture them with apparitions of the things they most dread.
That sounds a lot like what happened to Lyris.
It's an effective tactic. The Daedra mock our emotional attachments and the memories that form our sense of self. Daedra have no use for such things. They are immortal. It's impossible to kill Daedra. They simply reform over time.
We need to rescue Sai Sahan. Can you get us to the Halls of Torment?
Of course I can. I am Abnur Tharn. But first, I have a bit more research to do. Go back to the Harbridge and tell Varen what we've discovered. I'll meet you there once I've made the necessary preparations.
Very well. I don't get a ride too? Okay. Guess I go back the long way. Long ride home. Oh, shit, I always forget. That opens the door. Alright, so I will see you when I get back to the harborage. Okay, so we are back at the harborage. And we need to report back to the Prophet. Or Varen Aquilarios, as he's called now.
An unexpected visit. What brings you back, Vestige?
Tharn and I discovered where they are keeping Sai Sahan.
At last. Where can he be found?
A prison in Cold Harbor called the Halls of Torment.
Well done. I will begin searching for a safe route to the Halls of Torment immediately.
Is there anything else?
I was going to say that a river flows and we are slaves to its current, but I am done with riddles and metaphors. I don't know what awaits us. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a foolish old man who glimpsed the wisdom of the scrolls and survived.
But you can find a path to the Halls of Torment, can't you?
When Tharn returns, we will combine our resources. We will find a path to these Halls of Torment soon enough.
Okay. Well, folks, that is it for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and end it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for taking the time to check it out. And if you did enjoy it, do give me a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment. And until then, be safe and be well. Bye!